Ancient Rome and ancient Greece, two of the greatest civilizations in human history. Both have profoundly shaped the modern world, from politics and philosophy to art and architecture. But which one has had a bigger impact? Welcome to my channel, everybody. In today's video, we'll dive into a head-to-head comparison of ancient Rome and ancient Greece to determine who influenced the modern world more. Let's get started. Let's start with politics and government, an area where both civilizations had groundbreaking contributions. The Greeks gave us democracy. Athens, in particular, was the birthplace of direct democracy, where citizens voted directly on laws. While it wasn't perfect, only free men were considered citizens. It laid the foundation for modern democratic systems. The Romans, on the other hand, developed the Republic. In their system, citizens elected representatives to govern on their behalf, which became the basis for modern representative democracies, like those in the United States and many other countries. Rome also gave us the concept of checks and balances, with their division of power between different branches of government. Another cornerstone of modern political systems. So, who wins in politics? It's a tie. Greece pioneered democracy, but Rome refined it into a system closer to what we use today. When it comes to philosophy, ancient Greece is unmatched in originality. Socrates introduced the Socratic method, a way of questioning that encourages critical thinking and self-reflection, which is still used in modern education and law. His student, Plato, explored ideas about morality, government, and the nature of reality in his famous works like The Republic. Aristotle, Plato's student, went even further, creating systems for logic, ethics, and natural sciences that influenced not only the ancient world, but also the Renaissance and Enlightenment eras. The Greeks laid the intellectual groundwork for Western civilization. But the Romans played a crucial role in preserving and spreading these ideas. Roman philosophers like Cicero adapted Greek philosophy into the Latin language, making it accessible to a broader audience. Cicero's writings on republicanism and the rule of law directly influenced Enlightenment thinkers like John Locke and Montesquieu, shaping modern political thought. The Stoics, led by Roman figures like Seneca and Emperor Marcus Aurelius, emphasized personal virtue, resilience, and self-control. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations is still widely read today as a guide to living a meaningful life. So, while Greece wins for originality, Rome deserves praise for broadcasting these ideas across Europe and beyond, ensuring they became part of the cultural DNA of the modern world. Art and architecture are where the legacies of Greece and Rome shine in different ways. Greece focused on beauty, symmetry, and idealism. Their temples, like the Parthenon, and sculptures such as the Venus de Milo, celebrated harmony and the human form. The Greeks pioneered three architectural orders, Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian, which are still used in modern buildings, from courthouses to universities. The Romans, however, were master builders. They took Greek aesthetics and combined them with their own engineering innovations. For example, they perfected the use of the arch, vault, and dome, which allowed them to construct larger and more complex structures. The Colosseum, the Pantheon, and their sprawling aqueduct systems were feats of engineering that symbolized the power and efficiency of the Roman Empire. Even in art, the Romans adapted Greek styles but added their own realism. While Greek sculptures idealized perfection, Roman art often depicted people as they were, wrinkles, scars, and all. This focus on realism influenced later art movements, including the Renaissance. The Renaissance itself was a rediscovery of classical ideals, blending Greek creativity with Roman practicality. For example, Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel ceiling and Brunelleschi's dome in Florence owe a debt to both civilizations. When it comes to science and technology, the Greeks and Romans left very different legacies. The Greeks excelled in theoretical knowledge. Pythagoras laid the groundwork for geometry, while Euclid wrote the Elements, which became the standard textbook for mathematics for over 2,000 years. Archimedes contributed to physics, inventing tools like the Archimedean screw for raising water and discovering principles of buoyancy and levers. Hippocrates, the father of medicine, introduced ethical standards for doctors that are still reflected in the modern Hippocratic Oath. The Romans, however, were more focused on practicality and infrastructure. Their road network, spanning over 250,000 miles, connected the empire and became the blueprint for modern transportation systems. Roman aqueducts, like the Pont du Gard in France, brought clean water to cities, while their advanced sewer systems improved sanitation and public health. One of Rome's greatest contributions was concrete, which enabled them to build structures like the Pantheon's dome that have stood the test of time. Roman engineering wasn't just functional, it was visionary, creating cities that were more livable and efficient than many medieval towns that followed. Together, Greece and Rome laid the foundation for the modern scientific and technological world. Greece with its theories and discoveries, and Rome with its engineering and practical applications. Language and literature are areas where both civilizations have had a lasting impact. Greek literature is filled with timeless works. Homer's Iliad and Odyssey not only influenced storytelling, but also shaped how we think about heroism and the human condition. Greek tragedies by Sophocles and comedies by Aristophanes explored themes of morality, politics, and human nature that remain relevant today. The Greek language is also foundational to modern science and medicine. Words like biology, astronomy, and philosophy all have Greek origins. Even the New Testament of the Bible was originally written in Greek, further spreading its influence. But Rome's contribution to language is arguably even greater. Latin became the lingua franca of the Western world for centuries and evolved into the Romance languages: Italian, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and Romanian. Even English, though Germanic in origin, contains thousands of words derived from Latin, especially in fields like law, science, and government. Roman literature, such as Virgil's Aeneid, Ovid's Metamorphoses, and Cicero's speeches, not only entertained but also shaped ideas about leadership, morality, and rhetoric. Latin remained the language of scholarship and religion well into the Middle Ages, ensuring Rome's influence endured long after the empire fell. So, who influenced the modern world more? Ancient Rome or ancient Greece? The answer isn't simple. Greece laid the intellectual and cultural groundwork for Western civilization, pioneering ideas in democracy, philosophy, and science. But Rome took those ideas and spread them far and wide, adapting and refining them into systems that are still in use today. Ultimately, both civilizations have shaped the modern world in profound ways. Greece inspired how we think, and Rome influenced how we live. It's a shared legacy that continues to shape our world. What do you think? Did Greece or Rome have a bigger impact on the modern world? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fascinating historical deep dives. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.